We're here with the 2K Sports NCAA Selection Show. Which teams are sitting at home with their fingers crossed, hoping to see their name in the bracket? Up, we take a look at the East Regional. The Ohio State Buckeyes are the top seed, finishing at 21-8. They were winners of the regular season championship in the Big Ten. They will take on the winner of the opening round play-in game between Lafayette from the Patriot League. And now, the number 8 seed, the Cleveland State Vikings, come into the tournament first in their conference during the regular season and finish second in their conference tournament. They're going to play the number 9 seed, finishing at 17-14. Gonzaga comes in as the number 5 seed, finishing at 22-11. And they will take on the 12th seed from the Atlantic Sun Conference, the away team, with 21 wins. Cincinnati enters the field as the number 4 seed from the Big East. This marks their 25th appearance in the NCAA tournament in school history. They'll be getting ready to face the number 13 seed. The away team finished the season with 21. The Mississippi State Bulldogs are in as the number 6 seed. They'll be taking on the number 11 seed, the Temple Owl, with 21 wins. Arizona comes in as the number 3 seed, finishing at 22-9. The Citadel comes in to face them at number 14 with 17 wins. Our number 7 seed is from the Big Ten. The Minnesota Golden Gophers were rewarded for their outstanding play this season with an at-large bid and a ticket to the Big Dance. They are going to play the number 10 seed, the Delaware Blue Hens, who came in first in their conference tournament, finishing at 22-8. Next up is the number 2 seed. The New Mexico Lobos have established themselves as one of the best teams from the Mountain West Conference. They'll be going up against the number 15 seed. Some of the lower seeds in this bracket have the ability to not only compete with the high seeds, but win a few games. The potential for a Cinderella or two in this bracket is definitely there. Next up, we'll take a look at the South Regional. The Memphis Tigers are the top seed, finishing at 27-7. They won both the regular season and conference tournament titles in Conference USA. They'll take on the Western Illinois Leathernecks, finishing at 18-9. Providence comes in to face them at number 9 with 18 wins and a chance to make believers out of any doubters they might have. Virginia Tech enters the field as the number 5 seed from the ACC. This is their 9th appearance in the NCAA tournament in school history. They'll be getting ready to face the number 12 seed, the Ohio Bobcats. Finished the season with 20 wins.
The Virginia Tech Hokies are going to provide serious matchup problems to any team that doesn't have depth and defensive ability at both guard spots.
Florida comes in as the number 4 seed, finishing at 24-10. And they'll take on the 13th seed from the Metro Atlantic Conference, the Siena Saints. And now the number 6 seed, the Syracuse Orange, come into the tournament 6th in their conference during the regular season and were losers in their first game at their conference tournament. They are going to play the number 11 seed, the Utah Utes, who were 3rd in their conference, finishing at 19-12. The North Carolina Tar Heels are in as the number 3 seed. They'll be taking on the number 14 seed, the Eastern Kentucky Colonels. Next up is the number 7 seed. The Baylor Bears have established themselves as one of the best teams from the Big 12. They'll be going up against the number 10 seed, the Nevada Wolfpack, with 20 wins. This marks their 7th appearance in the NCAA tournament in team history. Our number 2 seed is from the Mountain West Conference. The Brigham Young Cougars had a tremendous year that included a regular season championship. They're going to play the number 15 seed, the Vermont Catamounts. There are going to be some incredible matchups in the later rounds of it. On to our 3rd bracket of the day. Let's take a look. The Indiana Hoosiers are the top seed, finishing at 24-7. They finished 2nd in the Big Ten. They'll take on the Northern Arizona Lumberjacks, the number 16 ranked team. This is their 3rd appearance in the NCAA tournament in the history of their school. Our number 8 seed is from the ACC. The Clemson Tigers are on a hot streak, having just won their conference tournament championship. They're going to play the number 9 seed, finishing at 19-12. The DePaul Blue Demons are in as the number 5 seed. They'll be taking on the number 12 seed, the Butler Bulldogs, with 20 wins. West Virginia enters the field as the number 4 seed from the Big East. This is their 21st appearance in the NCAA tournament in school history. They'll be getting ready to face the number 13 seed, the Mean Green of North Texas. Michigan comes in as the number 6 seed, finishing at 19-12. And they take on the 11th seed from the WAC, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, with 19 wins. And now the number 3 seed, the Aggies of Texas A&M, come into the tournament first in their conference during the regular season and were winners of their conference tournament. They are going to play the number 14 seed, the UNLV Runnin' Rebels, who came in first in their conference tournament, finishing at 16-16. Next up is the number 7 seed. The Georgia Bulldogs have established themselves as one of the best teams from the SEC. They'll be going up against the number 10 seed, the Villanova Wildcats. Dayton comes in as the number 2 seed, finishing at 24-7. Cal comes in to face them at number 15 with 14 wins in the tournament championship of the Pac-10. It's the first question every Selection Sunday: which is the toughest bracket? Well, this bracket looks to me like it wins that prize this year. Not only are the top seeds strong, the lower seeds can be dangerous as well. And finally, let's have a look at the West Regional. The Florida State Seminoles are the top seed, finishing at 24-9. They were winners of the regular season championship in the ACC. They'll take on the McNeese State Cowboys. Next up is the number 8 seed. The St. Joseph's Hawks have established themselves as one of the best teams from the A-10 conference. They'll be going up against the number 9 seed, the Marquette Golden Eagles. Northwestern comes in as the number 5 seed, finishing at 22-10. And they will take on the 12th seed from the Ivy League, the Columbia Lions, with 22 wins. Alabama comes in as the number 4 seed, finishing at 23-9. Illinois comes in to face them at number 13 with 17 wins in the tournament championship of the Big Ten. Our number 6 seed is from the Big 12. The Kansas Jayhawks were rewarded for their outstanding play this season with an at-large bid and a ticket to the Big Dance. They are going to play the number 11 seed, the Missouri State Bears, who came in first in their conference tournament, finishing at 20-12. The Fighting Irish of Notre Dame are in as the number 3 seed. They'll be taking on the number 14 seed, the Long Beach State 49ers. And now the number 7 seed, the South Florida Bulls, come into the tournament after finishing 7th in their conference during the regular season and were losers in their first game at their conference tournament. They are going to play the number 10 seed, the away team, who were 2nd in their conference, finishing at 19-9. Connecticut enters the field as the number 2 seed from the Big East. This marks their 28th appearance ever in the NCAA tournament. They'll be getting ready to face the number 15 seed, the Alabama State Hornets. What a tremendous regional final we'd have in this bracket if the number 1 and 2 seeds here make it through the first 3 rounds unscathed. That could be one of the games of the tournament. Clark, give us your take on the tournament's top 16 seeds.
Notre Dame surprised me with their seed. I thought their performance this season would put them in as a 4 seed. Brigham Young
just doesn't strike me as a team that can go very deep in the tournament. Basketball is a game of matchups, and I feel that they don't match up well with the teams in their particular bracket.
Now, let's bring the conference picture into focus. The Big East gets 11 teams. The Big Ten with 6, 5 out of the ACC. The SEC gets 4 teams.
What a down year for the non-power conferences. We're used to seeing at least one of those conferences compete on the level of the power conferences, but not this year.
It's too bad we didn't see more small conference schools in the tournament. None of those conferences got more than 1 team in the tourney, and I don't expect any David and Goliath stories out of the teams that did get in.
I'm surprised there were so...
Here's the list of the teams that were on the bubble heading into Selection Sunday. So, partner, which of those invitees should be sending the selection committee a thank you card?
Temple
benefited from its tough conference. The committee knows it can compete with the top teams in the nation, and that knowledge has led it to a berth in this year's tournament.
While those teams are celebrating getting into the tournament, let's take a look at the other teams who were on the short end of the stick.
Washington
did not have a strong finish to the season, and it cost them an NCAA tournament bid.